creating your own band. It's beyond that. It is about navigating the emotions and psychology of people. It is about making deals for and against certain people to be able to bring them together. And I think he has not been able to do that. If you look at the history of this issue, these are things that could have been solved easily if the governor was wise enough. You do not always have to fight power with power.
Of course.
There is a way you fight power with some level of submission, but it is submission. And I think Fubara hasn't learned that. I don't think he understands how political power works. I don't think he understands how powers within certain corridors operate. If he does, this will not be here. Like you mentioned, the governor of Plateau State would have been in such a situation if he wasn't wise enough.
At some
But he
point,
found
he
a
was
way
the
around
only
it.
PDP office holder in the state.
In the state, but he found a way around it. He found a way to speak to certain people and made some deals that did not put him in a position that was bad for him. For Fubara, he hasn't done that, and that is a problem. And again, we might sit here and say that the lawmakers are wrong. For me, I personally think the lawmakers are pushing too far. I think they're demanding too much. They are wanting too much power that I don't think they have earned the right to. Again, they're lawmakers, but again, like I said before, you go back to the history of this conversation. It began when budget say, budget no say, ask us, you know, ask us. But if the governor is a wise man, he would have found a way to solve this. This is consistent fight with Nyesom Wike shouldn't even happen. He's not wise enough to navigate this. And if he's not careful, all of this power he thinks he has would vanish in a day. And we've seen people powerful than him lose it all.
Emeka, the thing is, if you want to even fight, if you want to use your power, use it well, use it all. You don't reserve some of them. For who exactly? For what? Now, I cannot be the governor of a state and I know I'm at loggerheads with, the minister. And they will come to the state and have rally round the state.
He doesn't have the power.
And I will still be there thinking everything is going well, and he's preaching against me.
Fubara doesn't have political
within the
power.
people. You see, that's
doesn't have
justice.
the political
Now,
power.
we don't know what, this is it. There are people who are just in political positions just for what they will earn and go. Nobody cares about telling anybody the truth, because sometimes playing psychophancy, to political leaders or political elites actually gives them the edge and believe they are doing well. Remember, if you go to tell them the truth sometimes, and sometimes some people don't even know how to lay the truth to them. Sure. It's just how it comes, they want to put it down. But there are certain ways of approaching people with the truth. But these psychophants only cares about their pockets. So when they praising you, when they tell you that you're doing the best thing no governor has ever done.
After fried rice.
Yes, after jollof rice, in fact, before jollof rice, the only thing that is better than you is God. Only God is better than you. After God, you are next, then jollof rice. All of these things. These are things, when you take a look at, I cannot be a governor. I don't have lawmakers in my hands. I will have to control. I'm not saying it's good to control the assembly. No. In fact, what I'm seeing in Rivers State is separation of power, very healthy for democracy. The checks and balance. But it is coming in a very negative way.
Yeah, so I get you. And I think that, just for us to be clear here, no governor should have control over the state assembly. That is not how it works. However, the governor should have a relationship with the assembly where they can speak to each other like matured people and say, hey, governor, hey, this is what I want to achieve. The assembly say, this is how we think we should be done better. Let's have a conversation. Right now, like you mentioned, this power devolution isn't to the betterment of the state.
True.
It's instead to the detriment of the state, because everybody is trying to tussle for power at the expense of the people. And that is why that's where the governor comes in. You are the number one citizen of the state. You are the executive leader of this state. These lawmakers should be able to understand you guys should be able to sit down on the round table and have a conversation. And the governor has consistently failed. And that, for me, is where I think is a problem. And just to piggyback a little, I think that this also falls back to how disoriented and disorganized the People's Democratic Party is. Again, he's not in the APC, so let's not make it. But if these issues had been dealt with from the very beginning, where this whole thing started, if the powers that be within the party was in before had solved all of this from the start, we would not be here.
Emeka, I wouldn't blame I wouldn't blame the PDP
Why
for
wouldn't you?
whatever, because don't forget, the PDP since 2023 have been battling, with one man who actually was the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. And again, if you take a very close look at this very thing I'm saying, you will understand the facts that at some point PDP governors wade into the matter. They waded into the issue. What really happened? That very issue. You know what exactly it looks like. The courts, people don't really understand. I don't really understand. A lot of people are still confused how Wike gets his way through certain legal issues, you know, and it will always tell you. It will always tell you. I remember a video of David Umar saying while he was governor, he went on a legal battle with Wike. He lost twice.
He can't win.
He lost twice.
You can't win
Now,
against it on weekend.
no matter how correct you are, that is the fear of a lot of. Now, for PDP, it's a lie for Fubara to say PDP never stepped in for him. It is a very big lie.
But he said it. I said it several times.
We saw on the dailies. I read the papers every morning.
Yes.
Emeka. I saw on the dailies on the front page of the papers where it stated that PDP governors, you know, sue the federal government, you know, and of course not just that. Even the PDP National Working Committee back then, led by Ambassador Ilya Damagum, back then, you know, went there, and they also did the same thing. They intervened, just that the powers that be felt, who is the PDP to talk to us?
What the powers that be?
The president who made the decision on television, on a nationwide broadcast. They actually felt, who is the PDP? You're just an opposition. You let it be. I've taken power into my hands, and this is my boy Wike. Now, until this shifts, Wike's biggest pain is that Fubara went to see the president without him. And who took Fubara to the president? The chairman of the Renewed Hope agenda. That's other person, but Emeka Ihedioha, who is a second-time governor, you know, in Imo State, trying to leave power now. And when you take a look at this very thing now, it tells you nothing less than Wike felt he was betrayed.
Wike has always felt betrayed. That's gospel.
No, for Wike, everybody was a mistake.
Every time Wike doesn't get his way, everybody betrays him. There's something was wrong. There was Peter Obi that was bad to him, or Rotimi Amechi was a bad guy. Wike is
Peter Odili.
He's always the very good one, while everybody else is against him.
Tambuwal was a bad guy. Atiku is not a good person.
Now he's
Uche Secondus is an evil man.
He's an evil man. His former best friend in State Governor,
Oyo State Governor Seyi
Makinde is not the bad one.
Bala Mohammed was his boy, and you know the likes of them. Nobody is actually good in the eyes of Wike. Maybe one day Martin Samuel will also be a bad man.
Don't worry. So this is his best friend. What is the secretary? What is that name again? What's his name?
Magnus Abe.
No, Magnus Abe.
You're talking about the former PDP or the factional PDP secretary.
Anyanwu. I'm sorry, just calm down. You just give it 1 year, 2 years.
It's just a matter of time. He's
going to be the bad guy.
All right, to have this issue being discussed, the People's Democratic Party's appeal court delay is one major thing. Like I said earlier, 90 days done and dusted is now over 90 days according to the law, and of course what should be done. The PDP has not gotten anything from the appeal court on the hearing of this very matter, and what could be at the end of the day for the People's Democratic Party. To help us have this conversation go smoothly, we have in the studio no other person but Honorable Shehu Nuhu, one man, of course, very popular on social media. Not just that, also a big voice, and of course you've seen him on television severally working with Ambassador Ilya Damagum. Is also an angle, fresh angle. And of course, the day he was getting married was the day he dropped his resignation, to the state government. And that was like a surprise. Were you getting married and thinking of that at the same time? Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Mr. Bright.
Richard.
Hey there, Mr. Richard.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thank you so much.
All right, so many issues surround the People's Democratic Party. But let me begin with this. You were the first to drop your resignation, when the governor defected to the APC. Did you feel betrayed at that point? That was why you did whatever you did.
Mr. Richard, I don't know how to start my politics if I went to the APC, because as far as politics is concerned, APC is one of the greatest mistakes that Nigerians have done since 2015 when they came into power. Today, in the political cycle in Nigeria, ordinary Nigerians are suffering. On daily basis, citizens are dying. What's the reaction of Mr. President on all these matters? Today, when the case of Rivers State started, within 1 week, the president declared a state of emergency in Rivers State. But there's so much killings in Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto, including my state, Plateau State. We have never seen a day where the president reacts to show that he has the concern of citizens. But unfortunately today, the governors are dancing up and down, singing on your mandate for personal benefit, not for the benefit of the citizens. In Plateau State, when the governor addressed us, he said that he is going to APC for the interest of the state. What's the interest of the state? Giving the governor's money or what? I think the interest of the state is to see more development from the federal government in the states. We see more concern from the federal government in the states. Today in Plateau State, can you tell me what the president brought to Plateau? Plateau people are not hunger people. The rice they have been given from the federal government is not what Plateau man needs. Plateau man needs security. Plateau man needs good road. From Jos to Akwanga is a bad road. When the governor came at the first time, he went to Lagos during the Christmas to meet with the Mr. President last year, February. They said they will start commence the work of Akwanga Jos Road. Today, after 1 year ago,
He reminded them sometime last week again.
after 1 year ago, the governor still campaigning on that road, which is bad as a governor. There was so much killings of citizens of Plateau State since the assumption of this administration. The president have never visited Plateau State to commiserate with the Plateau people. You know, there is sometimes money cannot do anything for you, but the presence of president is more than the money he is releasing to the government. Who are the beneficiaries of the money? It's the same government, family and friends, not the citizens, not the affected families. But when the late mother of the APC national chairman died, the president visited the state for the politics interests, but not the interests of the citizens.
But that was as a national chairman. There was no how he wouldn't have visited.
It was a national chairman. Yes, we too, we respected his mother. You can see the PDP national chairman attend the burial.
Yes.
Many people attended the burial. But what I'm telling you, when there was killings in the, I think in Mangu, the PDP National Working Committee visited Plateau State to commiserate with the governor and the people of Plateau State. There is no one day that you see APC national leadership in Plateau State to commiserate with the government. There is no one day the president visit Plateau State to commiserate with the people of Plateau State for the loss of lives. But today, unfortunately, the governor will rise and say he was decamping to APC for the interest of the state. But we are waiting for the citizens to decide.
All right. Well, that decision is something we'll be waiting for. Let's talk about the PDP at the national level now, before Emeka comes in. Looking at the issues surrounding the People's Democratic Party at the national level, looking at the delay in the appeal court's judgment, do you think the party still have a way of being functional before the 2027 elections?
Mr. Richards, today in Nigeria is not about the People's Democratic Party.
Okay.
It's about we individuals, we the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The democracy is in danger. Democracy is in danger.
How do you know?
The reason why I tell you democracy is in danger, you are talking now, and we are saying a sitting governor, a serving minister was talking about one man, about judiciary, because the judiciary is corrupt without apology. PDP, we have prepared for our national convention, which is the right of political party to choose and decide where to hold its national convention. We agreed on a day and venue and time. The former National Secretary, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, was in the NEC meeting, 101 NEC meeting. The INEC Deputy Director, she was there at that NEC present. The PDP governors, all of them, including the governor of Plateau State, they were there in NEC meeting. Anyanwu was signed the letter of the convention. In fact, Anyanwu is the one present the Magun as substantive national chairman of the PDP in that same day, which is shows in the record. But later, that same one man, Wike, he was demanding that PDP should not fill the presidential candidate in 2027, they should allow President Tinubu to continue with the bad thing he's doing for the citizens. Our leaders disagree with him, but some governors, they agree with him for their own interest to return as governors, but not for the interest of the citizens. We said no, we won't allow that. He demanded to give him the position of National Secretary and National Organizing Secretary. The party said no. Somebody who was requesting that we should not get presidential candidate in 2027, we disagree with him. And now he requested the position of National Secretary. National Secretary is the signatory of the party.
But was Wike in that very NEC meeting?
He's not in the NEC meeting.
He wasn't in the NEC meeting.
But there is reconciliation committee led by
Bukola Saraki.
Yes.
So they have met with him. He said he will not allow that convention to hold until we agree with him to give him that position. And PDP as a political party, we can't give him the signatory of the party, which is the National Secretary. After all our primary election, he can tell the National Secretary to run away, not to sign our nomination forms. And
So
we
you
have
don't
nothing
trust
to
him?
do. We don't trust him as a political party. And he has nothing to do at that time because all the process have been done legally. INEC, they has their own record. We went and go ahead with our convention. He sponsored 3 members of the party, the chairman of Anambra, chairman of Imo State, and chairman of Abia, to go to court to stop the national convention. Out of the 18 members of the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party, 3 of them, they are loyal to Wike, which is the former legal advisor, Kamaluddin Ajibade, the former National Secretary, Samuel Anyanwu, and the former National Organizing Secretary, Umar Bature. They are loyal to Wike. They went to Federal High Court to stop the National Convention. Within, at that time, remained 2 weeks
Yes.
to the convention. We went to the court led by Justice Omotosho, who everybody knows as one of the loyalists to FCT minister.
Yes.
We went to the court, we filed we saw the cases and we bring our evidences that our convention, based on PDP constitution, when you have the 2/3 state congress, you are good to go with our convention. We were good to go with our convention. At that time, we have, out of the 36 states of Nigeria, we have 32 states. We have conducted our congresses without court litigations.
Was the FCT part of it?
FCT is part of it.
Okay.
FCT is part of it. It's the only state I think we have issue is Kebbi State, Ebonyi, Anambra, and that of Rivers State for the court cases. These are the only states that PDP not conducted the congresses. But even in Plateau State, we don't have any court litigations. Our party is intact. If tomorrow we are going for local government election, we are ready to participate. And Plasek has no right to remove PDP in the election. We went to court. And at that court, out of 18 members of the National Working Committee, they signed vote of not confidence on Kamaluddin Ajibade, who is the National Legal Advisor, to represent the party at that matters. And they did that with the power of PDP constitution and Nigerian constitution. When you have the 2/3, you must go ahead with the decision of the 2/3. We signed a letter and directive letter by the national chairman then, Ambassador Umar Yele Adamagun. They send a lawyers to represent the party because they don't have confidence on Kamaluddin Ajibade, who is loyal to FCT minister. When we went to the court, our lawyers present themselves as the lawyers representing the party, directed by the PDP national chairman, and there is a letter signed by the 15 members of the National Working Committee out of the 18. And Kamaluddin Ajibade rise again and say that he is the national legal advisor. He has right to represent the party. So at that time, Justice Omotosho gave us 15 minutes to go and reconcile. We went out to reconcile. Kamaluddin Ajibade, he disagreed with us. We returned back to court. He said that we are intimidating him. So our lawyers asked court to give us 48 hours. I think that day was a Friday. So he give us Monday by 2. On Saturday, they have invite all the members. They invite those 3 members of National Working Committee who are loyal to FCT minister and ask them that please, for the sake of this party, let them step down. Let us rescue this party. They have disagreed. Some governors call them, they have disagreed. So they have no choice. The 15 members, including the Abdurrahman, who is parading himself as national chairman, OBO, whatever he was calling himself, including him inside the letter of suspension of Senator Samuel Anyanwu, Kamaluddin Ajibade, and Umar Bature for doing anti-party.
So you mean the factional chairman Abdurrahman, who was supposed to be the North Central vice chairman?
He signed that letter of suspension of those 3 people.
Well,
I have the letters.
He's a loyalist to their camp.
At that time, he's not loyalist to the camp.
When did he change his loyalty?
He changed his loyalty when they went and suspended Damagun and appointed him as the chairman. Can you see when out of 18 members, 3 people appointed a chairman? 15.
Common math doesn't address that one.
15 are in the same group, and those 15, they have suspended those 3 members who nominated him. And him too is part of the people who signed the letter of their suspension.
So hold on, just for clarity's sake. You are saying that you have authenticated letter where he signed agreed to the suspension
of those 3 people.
Okay. I just wanted to
We
clarify.
went to court on Monday and present the letter of their suspension to the court. And our lawyers go ahead to defend the party on that matters of convention. INEC record shows that PDP comply with the INEC rules and guidelines. I caught Justice Omotosho. He was warning the INEC lawyer that he should not take side.
What does it mean by taking sides?
He said there is 2 groups, and it's all the same political party, so they should not be taking sides. Supreme Court warned them on this matter, on this kind of issues. So he ruled them out. He gave us, I think, 1 week for the judgment. When we came back for judgment, Justice Omotosho is the one choosing the PDP, who is their leaders, not the party. Because the first rule that Omotosho ruled, he ruled our lawyers out. He affirmed Ajibade as national legal advisor of the party.
But what changed along the line?
We didn't know. We didn't know whether Justice Omotosho became a national chairman of the PDP.
Who is the legal advisor of the PDP now? Let me use the word, the approved national.
Now we have
advisor.
a new national convention with new national working committee.
Yes.
As far as law is concerned, I will take you there. So with that, the national legal advisor who recognized by Justice Omotosho is Kamaluddin Ajibade. And in that matter, Kamaluddin Ajibade have never submitted 1 white paper to defend the party on that same case. So with that, he said that Kamaluddin Ajibade, he failed to defend the party. So he granted all the requests of those groups. The same thing happened in the case of Sule Lamido. They ruled our lawyers out and affirmed Ajibade as our lawyer. And Ajibade has not submitted 1 white paper.
But you had state high court
to defend the party
from some states.
Yes, I will take you there.
Okay.
After all those things, same court. We are not lawyers, we are not court. So as court decided, we appeal those matters within 14 days. After we appeal, we got a court order from the state high court in Ibadan.
Yes.
We have to follow that too, because later somebody will take us to court and say we didn't follow the court order. So we have to follow that same court order, because that court order came after the judgment. When Omotosho gave his judgment, we got a court order that we should continue with our convention preparation. On Friday, 1 day before the convention, after the judgment of Sule Lamido, we still got another court order say we still have right to go ahead with our convention. And as law-abiding citizens, we have to follow the court order.
Where was this court in? And who submitted the petition?
in Ibadan.
But who submitted?
Another party members
Okay.
went
Just
to
for
court
clarity.
and challenged Justice Omotosho decisions. And they're asking them to give us right to continue with our convention, and court give us.
So the latest court's judgment was that PDP could go with the convention.
We should go ahead with our convention. That's court order, not court judgment.
The court order for
So we
convention.
went ahead with our convention. On the 18th of December, the tenure of Kamaluddin Ajibade, which is recognized by Justice Omotosho, will expire. As his tenure expired, before their tenure expired, I think on 5th December, they
Yes.
went to Federal High Court, asking Federal High Court for court injunction to stop Barrister Kabiru Tanimu Turaki led National Working Committee parading themselves as PDP National Working Committee. So the Federal High Court denied them that court order, said that we should maintain status quo since that the matter still in appeal court. Let us wait for the appeal court decision. With that, on Sunday, they went and go ahead to constitute a Wike group of friends, caretaker committee. Because as far as PDP is concerned, Wike is not more member of PDP, Kamaluddin Ajibade is not member of PDP, Anyawu is not more member of PDP, Bature is not more member of PDP, Abdurrahman is not more member of PDP. The convention has took a decision and expelled them. And we give them the certificate. You see the certificate online.
Of course.
We submitted their certificate. So as far as law is concerned, they are no more member of PDP. They went and constituted their caretaker. So at that Friday, the Justice Abdurrahman, what's her name? She said that she will hear the matter on the 14th of this month, January. That is why we went to court last week, Wednesday.
Yeah.
We are in court. Still, they are joining the matter to date because the matter has nothing to listen.
January 23rd.
January 23rd, this week, Friday, they will hear the matter on that case. On the appeal, now, Wike was playing role in the appeal court. Since that the Kamaluddin Ajibade tenure has expired, Kamaluddin Ajibade has no right to go court and say he is a legal advisor of the party. As far as law is concerned, he is a expelled member of the PDP. So Wike was confused. If this matter had in appeal court, our new national legal advisor and our national chairman, they will be in court present. Now, there is no issue of legal advisor. Based on PDP constitution, since that the national chairman is a SAN, he has right to be part of the lawyers to defend the party in court. Barrister Kabiru Tanimu Turaki.
General of the Federal.
So now, if appeal court set up a panel, the people will be in court. Is no more Wike's faction.
It's the PDP.
It's real PDP group.
I like the way you call it,
Now,
PDP.
the man is playing game with INEC and the appeal court. We are watching the appeal court. We are seeing what they want to do. Now the 90 days will expire. We'll hear what they will say. Within the 14 days, we appeal our matter. And the matter is in court. And whatever the delays, they think they will delay these 90 days so that INEC will bring their guidelines for the 2027 elections. But yet INEC released their guidelines for the 2027 election officially. So as far as law is concerned, PDP will still have time. Because this matter of PDP, when it went to Supreme Court, I think the Supreme Court will dismiss the matter and Justice Omotosho must pay some damage to People's Democratic Party. Because there is different judgment that says that internal party affairs is internal party affairs. And this case of PDP is internal party affairs.
But internal party affairs is not bringing solutions at all at the end of the day.
It's bringing solution. The reason why I tell you it's bringing the solution, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria recognized 2/3 members of the party. Out of the 18 members of PDP National Working Committee, 15 sat down and take a decision. 3 say no. Is that legal?
No,
Is that law?
no.
How a 3 people will remove 15 people? It won't happen.
Okay, moving forward, because like you've very much explained here the details of how this happened. What do you think a solution to this would be? Because, like he mentioned, some would say that this is an internal party affair. But if you go back in time, there are also arguments that this is administrative, therefore, we cannot leave it within the realms of political issues. If you were to prefer a solution to this problem beyond what is in court right now, what do you think happens? First, January 23rd, and beyond January 23rd, what is a good enough solution for every party first to ensure the PDP doesn't disintegrate into shambles? Like we all know, the party is not the same stalwart it used to be before. Governors are leaving, and this crisis that started long even before Wike came to the party continues to disrupt it. What is a solution that is good for everybody to ensure the PDP stays relevant and also continues to exist?
You see, that's the difference between PDP and other political parties.
Which is?
The PDP is a political party which is formed by our heroes of democracy. When you look at other political parties like APC, is a group of of people gathered who are hungry to be in power.
Some of them from the PDP too.
Some of them are from PDP. They left PDP because they want to be in power. It must be them. They left PDP. ACN, the guru of Lagos, is there with ACN. The Buhari of the northern Nigeria is there with the CPC. They form a group and create APC. I'm telling you, if APC leave power within 1 year, you will not hear about APC again. Only PDP will survive till today. In the case of PDP, go and check the case of Alimadu Sharif and Senator Ahmed Makarfi. It's worse than what is happening in PDP today. Because during Alimadu Sharif and Makarfi, all the PDP secretariat across the 36 states has been shut down. We don't know where is our secretariat. We don't know who is our national chairman. We are always running from appeal court. They were delaying us the way they are delaying us now, but we came out victorious and we participate in the election. Today, the case of this group of Wike friends and the People's Democratic Party, very soon, before ending of February, I'm telling you with confidence it will come to an end.
What would that end look like?
You will see the national chairman was going to critical stakeholders across this country.
Yes.
You will see the national chairman met with General T.Y. Danjuma. There was a lot of discussions and ways forward. You will see the national chairman met with IBB, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, General Abdul Salami, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, and I was so happy that day that we went to see Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, our elder statesman and the leader of the People's Democratic Party in Plateau State, our political father, the father of all politicians in Plateau State, Senator John Adebijan, is part of those delegations. That is why you see Baba stand in PDP. He remains in PDP. He says he's not going anywhere because he saw what is coming. I'm assuring you, there is so many ways that we can harmonize and reconcile and put this party together to participate in 2027 general election. Right. Our leaders are not sleeping. If the judiciary refuse to do the right thing, we as party members will sit down together and will do the right thing for the interest of Nigeria.
All right.
That I'm assuring you.
Okay. Our phone line is already buzzing. You can also leave our WhatsApp message. I mean, it's not WhatsApp. You drop your comments on our Facebook page, and that's at GFM Live. Likewise, you can follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at JTV Jaws. Also, we are live on Facebook too, where you can watch what is happening in the studio at this very moment, and you can also share your comments, on that very. We'll surely take a look at all of them. Well, let's take a few phone calls before we get into other matters. Hello, okay, I think we lost that call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location.
Yes, this is Benedict calling from Peningada. Good morning to Emeka.
Welcome, Benedict. Let's
and
make
Richard in the studio.
Yeah, let's make it.
Quickly, I want to also appreciate your guest, the PDP stalwart in the studio. I followed the program, and at a point again, I attended to one or two issues. I don't know if it's the guest that started the program, because I want to celebrate him, the man that decided to vacate his office because of the irregularity that took place in the government house race, the defection of His Excellency Barrister Caleb Maneson. And he decided to throw in the towel and say he cannot be part of illegality that is going on in the APC. And the APC, as a party, like he rightly said, is the worst mistake that I've ever done since the creation of the world, not since the creation of party in Nigeria. The APC is something that even my enemy, I don't wish them APC the way it is when it comes to politics and governance. I want to sincerely appreciate him. So this is the kind of leaders that I will always appreciate and share to the people, especially when it comes to politics and leadership. But on the issue of Wike, away from that, well, I strongly think that the PDP has actually woken up at a very, very late time. The PDP would have actually, sent down the hammer on him immediately after the 2023 election, when he openly worked against the party, against the opposition that eventually, manipulated and become the winner of the 2023 presidential election. When you decided not to do the right thing at the perfect right time, the outcome of it, the result of it is what the PDP is offering today. But the good thing about it is that we still have people of goodwill in the PDP. We have people of integrity, people who have decided not to sit in the table where irregularity, where misgovernance is actually the order of the day. And the people who actually have the political will and who have the desire to make sure that the PDP will not die. I'm not interested about people who decided to defect and allow the people to suffer after taking their mandate, the mandate of the people, to another political party. Sir, I want to encourage your sagacity. I want to encourage your brilliance and your idea and even your faith that PDP is going to bounce back. PDP is the only soul, is the only blood in the life of Nigeria. And every other political party in this country, I'm sorry to say, no, I don't have any idea. I have not seen any idea coming from them to be able to rescue Nigeria from the political situation it is right now. May the Almighty God strengthen you guys and make you see that Nigerians are in need of PDP, and PDP will stand for. That's my take this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Benedict. Let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Badu.
Good morning. Your name and location, please.
And therefore, guest in the studio, Musa Kalu, calling you from Bochi Park.
All right, please talk to us, Musa Kalu.
You see, Badu, in as far as we have chosen this part of government called democracy to be the government we will be going on, we should understand when it started having threats. You can see the gentleman saying they have gone to meet the founding fathers and all these things. Most of all these founding fathers they have gone to meet are most of our problems when we started democracy. Today, we are talking about an individual, forgetting what the institution is all about. Is Wike or any other person, are they the institution? PDP as a political party doesn't have an institution, rules and regulations. Why is it that anybody that comes across it, you fail to deal with that person? Where were you when this man were sponsoring the party? You are not able to stand on yourself, and somebody is sponsoring you. These are the repercussions. Today, these people, the same people you are going to meet are the same people when they were huddling with Babala, collecting the chairman from Babala, saying that the president and the governors will be the fathers of the party. That is when you started getting things wrong. How many of you are paying your dues up to date? How many of you can sponsor your political party can sponsor themselves without the governors or an individual sponsoring the political party? These are when you got things wrong. And you have petitioned the constitutions with a gentleman agreement. It's your turn and not my turn. You don't even have internal democracy. You fail even to allow your members to choose who they want to choose, even in your own political party, just because of your own gentleman agreement. Today, here we are. Can you sanction anybody? Where are the institution of the party? We are calling an individual. Is the individual the problem or the political party? Whether we like it or not, now you are crying. Where is your sponsor? If you don't have governors, nobody hear about you. You say one party system. Does it mean that we are only one party system? Nobody to sponsor them. That is why you are not hearing the political parties. We should get into it and know what political party is all about. Pay your dues. When you pay your dues and you can stand and go anywhere. Tell me any single chairman, you as a politician, can your chairman summon the governor to come and meet him in his office? Or can your governor summon the president? Is that where your
you so much, Musa Ikekalu.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, let's have more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Welcome. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning. This is Kingspan Godwin Yekat. I'm calling from Hoshe.
All right, please, let's have your thoughts.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder when this group of wailers that have always dwelled in the book of Lamentations have refused to move, that PDP. You know, in the last election, I voted for 3 people from the PDP and I voted 1 person in the APC. Yet, you know, the PDP taxed me an APC member. You know, I do not belong to any political party. You know, the PDP, their stock in trade is blackmail and propaganda. They've always used that. In fact, the Babajang that your speaker in the studio there is praising, didn't Babajang leave PDP? He left PDP and went to NNPP. Because of what? Because he felt, you know, he was not somebody, as they tried to make him seem as if he's the best person, and he's not the father of politicians in Plateau State. He said that. Let me correct him.
Well, that's
He's
your
not
thoughts. Sorry, please, that's your thought. Let's not allow emotions drive us.
No. I mean, but he said that
we will not allow you. I said we will not allow.
Listen.
We will not allow you counter anybody's thought. Make your
okay,
points
so that's
clearly.
okay. But let me just. I've heard you. Let me just say that there is no one politician that is the political father of every politician in Plateau State. A political party that has not learned to have cohesion. For 16 years, the political party have been in power. Why did they lose power? Why did the political party lose power in the first place? If the political party was so perfect, was so good, why did they lose power? A smart person, if you lose to somebody, you go and sit down. That's what footballers do. When footballers lose, they don't go and insult the other team. They sit down and say, what strategy does these people use? Look at recently, something that has never happened in Nigerian, in Nigerian political party. There's e-registration for the APC. Do the PDP sit down to say, what can we learn from APC? What has APC done? That is smart people. That's what smart people do. When you have a competitor and he has done something to get your members, you sit down and say, what strategy did you use? Not that you try to bring, you bring whaling, you come and bring all like what all whites still do. When people are married.
All right, thank you so much for your thoughts. Okay, well.
Let's go on social media.
Yeah, social media.
On Facebook, Mike Nongji says, good morning, JFM. The future of the PDP looks uncertain. They should try and fix up their house. Ponfa says, the refusal of the leadership of the PDP to bury their hatchets and forge ahead is the reason why they are where they are. And this is a classic example of the saying, a house divided against itself will fall. Their individual selfishness has been exposed. PDP is a sinking ship, and I don't blame the governor for defecting to the APC. He needs to consider both his interest and that of the state. The highest Saikun creator says, here is the realistic assessment of whether January 23rd hearing is likely to overturn the fate of the PDP and get it back. What January 23rd hearing is about, the Federal High Court in Abuja has scheduled, I think it's a very long essay here. I don't think we have enough time for that. Sati I6L team says, good morning, GFM. Our desire is for PDP to resolve the pending issues that is lingering within the party to give us a clear view of having a strong opposition that will contest in 2027. Dasher says, PDP should please resolve everything so that we have good time again. I won't align with APC. It is better I join ADC and contest. Activist Catman goes, we love PDP, but we have to consider our people first. What the guest was the hope our lawyers was giving us. Okay, what happened at last? Let people stop talking about their personal interests because of what they are having. Let's consider the collective interest. Please, we love PDP too, but we have to go for reality. And finally, because of want of time, Ayuba Joseph says, Amiable Honorable Nuru, he says that judiciary is being compromised. That is why Wike always gets his way through the court. If PDP will not be on the ballot, it is better for me to break my voter's card. God bless Plateau State. And finally, Godwin Sule says, honestly, those guys need to settle their differences so that we can live in peace. Let's give peace a chance to reign. Thank you, he says.
All right, let's get to you. We have less than 2 minutes, Honorable. Let's just look at this. If today the only option left for the PDP to come back is to, bring back Wike, Anyanwu, others to be members of the party, will you advise that decision should be taken?
If the decision will come for the interest of Nigeria, not interest of one man, it will go. If Wike will come back and say, I'm sorry, please, the party should call another convention and return him back as a member of the People's Democratic Party without demanding of anything, without demanding that Tinubu should be only presidential candidate in 2027. We will do so because we need more members, like the governors who are leaving. Let me add this to some of the people. Yes, governors have right to leave. It's their constitutional right. But it's a constitutional right of the citizens to vote governor out of the government. And I'm assuring you, if tomorrow we go for election, if PDP participate, Governor Mutfwang will be announced as one-time governor of Plateau State.
Are you serious?
This is, I'm confirming
You
to
were
you.
one-time
They
a diehard
already-
supporter of Governor Mutfwang.
No, I'm supporting him. I rescue my life to see that this party remains in government in Plateau State. During the election, you can see how we fight in the INEC. During the court trial, APC members know, their leaders know where we are meeting. So we rescue our lives for this government to survive. But at the end of the day, see how we be marketing out.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, Honorable Shehu
You are welcome.
for coming through this very morning.
My final words, like I always say, forgive your oppressors, but don't forget what he did to you.
All right. So at this point, we'll surely be drawing the curtain for today's edition of the Morning J. The news comes here by 10 o'clock as usual. Make sure you be the very best of yourself and stay out of trouble, as we'll have more editions of the Morning J come your way from now to Friday. So please don't go anywhere. Have a blessed day.
Attention, please. We've switched what radio means. This is a whole new experience. Radio, more urban and relating.
101.9 KFM.
Yes, sir. My people, market, don't you? How Osama, market again show you. If you want to know what the market be, now only for marketplace. Osama, this marketplace is talking about advertisement, and you are saying markety. Because now where person know it they go, and now what the person see it they buy. And so therefore, marketplace now where sellers the jump buyers. Kai, wallahi marketplace a finish everything for business. Come and do your talla. Sell your kuli, your karago, your popcorn, everything is selling here. Ah, Boki, shut up there. Let me talk my information. So put your advert for this market. Call our hello, maybe 080-3538-2118. I call it again. 080-3538-2118. Or you can come our office, JFM 101.9 for Akila Matunga Street after National Bridge. So grab this opportunity to blow your market. Igwegwe. Osama, what is Igwegwe? Igwegwe is something inside the market. Oh, I hope. Something inside the market is Igwegwe. I got it. Every Monday and Thursday. Okay, Thursday, not Thursday. sorry. Monday and Thursday. Alhamis.
Fine girl, got your body, you should know, let me have it. See me rushing over, you cannot deny me. Now for me, I go fight for this, your loving. Fine, get it walk, but me like one messy up on me. I know my actions got the worst up on me.